In today's class, we are going to study regarding oscillator, different types of oscillator. The first one is FET based phase shift oscillator. The second one is LC oscillator, and the third one is crystal oscillator. And first we will know what do you mean by oscillator. We can say, in short, an oscillator is an amplifier which uses positive feedback and without any external input signal generates an output waveform at a desired frequency. So what it means? It is an amplifier which uses a positive feedback and without any external input signal generates an output waveform at a desired frequency. And this is the definition of oscillator. And I hope all of you know, you have already studied oscillator. Now how the phase shift occurs in FET based phase shift oscillator we are going to see here. And this is the diagram. Let us consider an FET based phase shift oscillator, what we have shown in the diagram. With the help of this diagram we can analyze the FET based phase shift oscillator. The circuit what we have shown here, it mainly consists of an amplifier. Okay, this is an amplifier and the RC phase shift network, RC network, or you can say RC network. So in this way we are going to study regarding FET based phase shift oscillator by considering an FET based phase shift oscillator as shown in the figure, and it mainly consists of an amplifier and as well as a feedback network. The FET amplifier is self-biased with a capacitor bypassed source, okay, with a capacitor bypassed source and bypassed source resistor and as well as a drain resistor, okay, bypassed source resistor and as well as a drain source resistor and as well as a capacitor bypassed source capacitor bypassed source resistor and a drain resistor. The feedback network consists of three cascaded RC sections. It consists of three cascaded RC sections. Okay. Now what we will make, we will clearly study the things. Okay. As shown in the feedback voltage, what is the feedback voltage? The feedback voltage is Vf. Okay. The feedback voltage is Vf. That is, this is our feedback voltage. The feedback voltage is Vf, is available at the output of the last RC section, you can say, of the feedback network, and it is fed to the gate as shown in this figure. Okay, it is fed to the gate as shown in the figure. Okay, and as the FET amplifier provides a phase shift of 180 degree, the remaining 180 degree phase shift has to be provided by the feedback network. Okay, the remaining 180 degree phase shift has to be provided by the feedback network to obtain a total phase shift of 360 degree. Okay, to obtain a total phase shift of 360 degree. Okay, around the loop. Thus each RC section is having how much is designed to produce a phase shift of how much? 60 degree. Okay, a phase shift of 60 degree they should have to produce at the desired frequency of oscillation. Okay, this is the how we are going to study FET based phase shift oscillator. From FET amplifier theory, we can say that from FET theory amplifier we can say that the magnitude of A is nothing but Gm into R dash D, Gm into R dash D, where this R dash D is the equivalent of drain resistance with the internal resistance of the drain, that is RD, that is equal to the, which will come in parallel, that is equal to R dash D is equal to RD into RD divided by RD plus RD, and hence the loop gain can be obtained as the loop gain can be obtained by the equation, that is magnitude of AB is equal to Gm into R dash D divided by 29. Okay, and this is the condition to satisfy our Barkhausen condition, that is magnitude of A beta should be greater than 1 for FET based amplifier, FET based RC phase shift amplifier. We should have the Gm into R dash D should be greater than 29, or you can say the voltage gain of the FET amplifier is given as, that is magnitude of A should be greater than Gm into R dash D. That means magnitude of A is greater than 29, or beta is equal to 1 by 29. The gain of the FET amplifier gate must be at least 29 or greater than or equal to 29 to provide the sustained oscillation, so that we can provide the sustained oscillation for our FET based RC phase shift oscillator. And the frequency of oscillation can be calculated by the equation F0 is equal to 1 over 2 pi RC into root of 6 in terms of hertz. Okay, this is the regarding the RC phase shift oscillator. Now we will study another type of oscillator, that is known as LC and crystal oscillators. So in LC oscillators, the oscillator with the LC tuned circuit or crystal as a feedback element are usually used in the frequency range of 100 kHz to some 100 MHz. They exhibit higher quality factor than your RC type what we have studied. Now the LC oscillators are difficult to tune over wide ranges, and crystal oscillators operates at single frequency. And we have drawn the different types of oscillator, LC tuned oscillator. The one is Colpitts oscillator and the second one is Hartley oscillator. So these figure shows two commonly used configuration of LC tuned oscillators. Okay, these are what the figure what we have shown. These are two will shows the commonly used, these two are commonly used, these figures are commonly used configuration of LC tuned oscillator. They are known as, first one is Colpitts oscillator, the second one is Hartley oscillator, right? So now what we will make, both uses parallel LC component, or you can say parallel LC circuit connected between our collector and base. Okay, both uses the parallel LC circuits connected between the collector and base, or you can say with a fraction of the tuned circuit, voltage fed to the emitter, and that is usually the source in a FET, and this feedback is achieved by the way of capacitive divider in the Colpitts oscillator. Okay, and the feedback is achieved by the way of capacitive divider in the Colpitts oscillator and by the way of two inductive divider in the Hartley oscillator. So how we can achieve the feedback can be achieved by the way of capacitor divider in the Colpitts oscillator and by the way of two inductive divider in the Hartley oscillator. In both the circuit, the resistor R models the combination you can say in both circuits, the resistor R models the combination of losses of the inductors and load resistance of the oscillator and output resistance of the transistor. Okay, and so if the frequency of operation is sufficiently low, then we can neglect the transistor capacitance. The frequency of oscillation will be determined by the resonance frequency of the parallel tuned circuits. Okay, and hence thus for the Colpitts oscillator we have frequency of oscillation as is equal to omega naught is equal to 1 over square root of L into C1 into C2 divided by C1 plus C2. Similarly, and for the Hartley oscillator, we are having frequency of oscillation omega naught is equal to 1 divided by square root of L1 into L2 into C. This is the explanation regarding the LC and LC oscillators. Okay, two types of LC oscillator, that is Colpitts oscillator and Hartley oscillator. The derivation is out of scope of our syllabus, and we are going to study only the main principle and the required equation for our oscillator. And now the next one is the last oscillator, that is known as a crystal oscillator. So this is a piezoelectric crystal, you can say. It is usually known as a piezoelectric crystal, usually such as quartz, exhibits electromechanical resonance characteristics. Okay, that are very stable with the time and temperature, and as it is having very highly selective, very high Q factors, you can say, the quality factor. So in crystal oscillator, what we are going to study, a piezoelectric crystal such as quartz, which will exhibits the electromechanical resonance characteristics that are very stable with the time and temperature, and highly selective. Highly selective, that means it is having very high Q factor. Okay, and the circuit symbol and as well as its equivalent circuit model is shown in the figure. These are the circuit symbol and as well as its equivalent circuit of our crystal oscillator has been shown here, and we will study how it will work. The resonance properties are characterized by the large inductance, that is L as high as you can say 100 henries, and a very small series capacitance. Okay, and very small series capacitance, that is termed as CS, as small as 0.0005 picofarad. A series resistance R is representing the Q factor, that is equal to omega naught into L by R, that can be as high as few 100,000, and a parallel capacitance parallel capacitance CP, and this capacitor CP represents the electrostatic capacitance between the two parallel plate of the crystal. Okay, therefore our CP should be very much greater than the CS. Okay, and this will explains regarding the crystal oscillator. Since our quality factor is very high, we may neglect the resistor R and express the crystal impedance as Z of S is equal to 1 over S of C of P plus 1 over S of L plus 1 over S of CS. Okay, that is how we are going to study the crystal oscillator. These are the different type of oscillators what we are studied in this class. Okay, thank you.